I have been craving $1 million. I want $1 million. $1 million. I want $1 million. Hi guys, my name is Sumsin Ajibade. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you guys back here once again. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. So, I just recently discovered that I've been wanting a lot of things and not deciding on a lot of things, and that is wrong. I've been wanting $1 million. I've been wanting a Benz. I've been wanting a Ferrari. I've been wanting all those things, and I have not really decided on getting them. But we are human beings, and one thing I have come to discover is that I have to stop wanting and start deciding. I have to stop wanting $1 million and start deciding on how to get $1 million. It takes me jumping up to do what I have not done before, to do things I've not done before, in order to decide to go for a certain goal or go for a certain thing. I have to believe in things that I think are very impossible. It's a step to deciding, and you do too. Push past fears, and I know that failure is inevitable and it's going to happen over and over and over again for me and you. You need to let go of every limiting beliefs. Have some limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs might be different. For a model, her limiting beliefs might be she's not pretty enough, she doesn't have enough resources, she doesn't know anybody in the modeling industry. Everybody's limiting beliefs are different according to exactly what you are going for. We need to put all that in the trash and start moving on and start doing better things. Let go of all those limiting beliefs and hold on to our decisions to create a life that we desire. Like, our life depends on it. Because I've heard of stories of people saying that they came from nothing to something. Like, shit, we all have heard all those kind of stories. For example, Steve Harvey was homeless twice, and all those stories. Now the thing is that we don't have to wait for life to hit us hard. We don't have to wait for all those kind of things. I usually used to think that me personally, and I know some of us do this, we think that we should wait for this big heartbreak or this big job loss or this big misfortune to hit us hard before we start prepping, or before we start, like, before we make the decisions to be better people, before we make the decisions to, start our business, before we make the decision to start going for auditions to become actresses. We always feel like we just want this interesting backup story that when you're telling your tale, to ginger your success story when you're telling your tale. I remember when back then, when I had nothing at all, I struggled to hit 2 square meals a day, but look at me now. I know most of you are thinking that you can't do this, but let me tell you something, truth. You can do this. I started my boutique across the world now. My boutique is across the world. If you don't know it, Mama Hemeka Boutique Line. MEBL. That's where my boutique has been spread around the country. Let me tell you something. I started with one piece of Ankara. I started with no sewing machine at all. Hey, I started with nothing. But now look at me, the owner of Mama Hemeka Boutique Lines. You can do it too. I remember that back then when Papa Emeka left me for a younger woman, but my God never flopped, because my God didn't used to wear flip-flops, so my God never flopped. You can do it too. No money, one piece of fabric. Now look at me, Emeka clothing line. You can get all these at affordable prices in Emeka clothing line. we're all just waiting for that one massive heartbreak where he tells you that you're not good enough, and then we start fighting for ourselves to be good enough. I'm like, I remember when someone told me I was not good enough and blah blah blah. Now the thing is that you don't have to wait for that amazing. You don't have to wait for that amazing success story. You don't have to wait for that. I don't know, that incredible job loss, or you don't have to wait for someone to dump you by the roadside. You don't have to wait till you're homeless before you start deciding, before you start making better decisions for yourself. You can as well start deciding to be great right now, where you have some things available at your disposal. Do we understand? Because I always used to think that I had to wait for this bad, I don't know, this bad heartbreak, or this job loss, or someone should shout at me, call me useless before I now start deciding, I don't know, I want to prove this person wrong, I want to do this, I want to do that just because of what happened. Thing is that both of us, like me, I just realized that I didn't need to wait for all these kind of things to happen before I start, you know, deciding to do something better with my life. I mean, what if that heartbreak never happens? What if that job loss? What if you never get fired from your job? What happens then? So you're going to keep living the same boring or stupid life forever. And okay, what if it happens and it happens late? It happens when you're 25. 25 is not late. It's never late. But just imagine you could be shaking your ass on a yacht in Dubai at 19. Like, who doesn't want that? Like, you're shaking your ass for that big break. Okay, stop waiting for that sign from Jehovah Jireh, because it's there already. I mean, you woke up this morning, so the sign is there. You don't have to wait till you reach rock bottom. All you have to do is start deciding now. I mean, now. No, nobody watch motivational videos more than myself. As in, I watch all those motivational videos because I've I've gotten married to myself over and over again. As in, I'm beginning to think my husband self onishino ni baba yen. As in, I'm beginning to think there's an onishino, because I've done this over and over and over again. I've written so many love letters to my uterus. It's like, I don't know. Those motivational videos will just drive you, will just motivate you, as in to do different things. So motivation speaker, my sister, cannot be the drive, although it does help. You have to have an open mind. You have to be open-minded to a lot of opportunities. You have to say yes to a lot of things after deciding that, okay, this is what you want. This is how you want to live your life. You have to be open-minded to a lot of things. You have to be willing to take on new job opportunities. You have to be willing to send out that resume to that big company. You have to be willing to do monologues and post them on your social media handle. You have to be really open-minded or be screwed. And we are where we are right now because of what we are doing, because what we did. So why don't we switch things up a bit? Why don't we change the way we see things? Why don't we change our perspective? Why don't we change our limiting beliefs? Why don't we just switch things up a bit and see how far we can get? If you want to live a life that you've never lived before, you have to start doing things that you have never done before. If you keep on wanting, like I've been wanting my $1,000,000 all week, you're going to be like me here today without $1,000,000 in my bank account, which I need to open and get ready for my $1,000,000, which I'm going to be working for now. So share your awesomeness with this world, because that is all that this is about. We need people that are happy and that are fulfilled. Surround yourself with happy people. Surround yourself with people that encourage you. And you have a lifetime. We literally have a lifetime to prove how impossible or how possible whatever your goals are. What do you have to lose? Your life, but what do you have to lose? Your friends, but what do you have to lose? Your sanity, but what do you have to? Oh my God, this is supposed to be a motivational speaker. It's supposed to be motivational stuff. Go for it. That's what I'm telling you. That you should go for it, because if you don't go for it, you never know. You're never going to know if it's going to work out or if it's not going to work out. And why bother yourself with the question, what if I had? What if I had? That's a very annoying question. What if I had? What if I had? Ask yourself, what if it works? When you're down, what if it works? What if it's not the right thing? Just what if is a big question that keeps everybody going. What if I take a chance? What if it works? But if you start asking yourself later in the future that what if I had? What if you start telling yourself if I had just done, if I had just, then my brother, you're going to be so angry at yourself, creating one more person in the world that is unhappy, and you're not going to keep it to yourself because it's only unhappiness and rubbish that people know how to be sharing up and down in the society. So go for whatever it is you're willing to go for. I don't know. Like this video if you like to, subscribe if you want, share to your friends. If it's helpful for you and it could be helpful for another person, I am going to want $1 million. I mean, decide $1 million. I'm going to start deciding on how to